So what's up, you guys? This is Designer Row. I'm so glad you stopped by to take a look today. I am going to be showing you some video of my AeroGardens and what I have going because I'm getting ready to start my 2020 patio plantings. Right now you're looking at three red cherry heirloom tomato plants growing in an AeroGarden harvest. I started these plants back in October of 2019 and today's date is March 24th. I think these tomatoes are on their 7th flush now and they're doing fantastic. All they do is produce. As you can see, plenty of flowers coming in, already tons of fruit on them. I've already harvested so much. I mean, these plants did not disappoint at all. Some people will tell you that their AeroGarden tomatoes didn't taste very good or that they were bland, and I beg to differ. I thought that these were delicious. I still think they're delicious, and I would highly recommend getting the heirloom variety. So what you're looking at here is the giant noble spinach that I planted as an experiment in the AeroGarden. Typically you wouldn't want to do a vegetable like spinach because it requires a cooler temperature, and the AeroGarden water tends to be a little too warm, and so is the lights, I hear tell. But I gave it a try anyway, and I was able to get 2 harvests from it, so lucky me. Right now I'm just letting it bolt and go to seed because the seeds that I have are easily 2 years old, and this is one way to get some free seeds and plenty of them. But before the plant went to seed, the 2 harvests that I did get were very delicious, and the leaves grew probably half as big as they should have. As you can see here, all that yellow pollen from letting the plant go to seed. It doesn't seem to be bothering me though, so I'm gonna keep letting it go as long as I can. And here we have a couple of herbs that I started. In the front is some curly parsley that doesn't look too good. I'm not sure what the problem is. I halfway think it has to do with nutrients, but I'm not too pressed about it. And then behind it is a lavender plant that looks great. Over here is my very first AeroGarden coleus, and I'm so excited to have this one make it because the coleus has been one of my favorite plants for many years, and it's very easy to propagate. And here's some lettuce that I over harvest in the cracky method. And here's some more herbs. Up front here is some Thai basil. In the back there is some curly parsley. And then I have Italian parsley here, which hasn't sprouted, unfortunately. To the right, you see some thyme that I started back in December of 2019. This is some mint up front that is already sprouting, but I left the dome on it. And in the back was another herb that didn't start. Here's some basil that I started in the AeroGarden and placed in soil, I don't know, a long time ago at the end of 2019, and it's still doing great. And so here is some Dino kale that I harvested for dinner tonight, and some romaine that I ate all of. The Dino kale was really good. I had it sauteed with some garlic and some oil. It was very tasty today. That's some bok choy that I also sauteed up for dinner today. And in the back there is the last of some salad greens and romaine. Here I have some scallions that I am growing in water that is using the cast off light from the AeroGarden, which is holding the red cherry heirloom tomatoes. Take a look at those beautiful roots. They look lovely, don't they? That's how you know you're doing a good job. Moving on to my closet garden, here is the herbs that I transplanted most recently. Right here I got some beautiful mint growing and some wonderful dill. Both plants started on March 2nd. Actually, I believe all of the herbs that you'll see in these stackable planters were planted on March 2nd, I believe. Here I have my beautiful cilantro. I've been harvesting it little by little and it's just delightful in every dish I put it in. And here's some curly parsley that's growing very nicely. Who knew it was such a slow grower though? And another dill plant, all of which seem to be thriving very well in these conditions. I guess they don't mind being cooped up in my closet. I had the lights rigged up with timer so I don't have to remember to turn it on and off. Here's mini pink petunia. And we see some flowers coming in on this one. And then this petunia over here is a little further along, as you can see. Flowers coming in on it as well. It's about as big as my palm. And I'm super excited about this. I may have to move this whole thing out of the closet because why have flowers blooming and only have them in your closet? I somehow made the mistake of planting a spinach seed. So I'm going to try to let that grow instead of putting my other mini pink petunia in there for the time being. Over here is a seedling from the Quadra peppers I bought from Baker Creek. Super excited about that. Took 12 days to germinate. And up here are 2 purple lady bok choys that I started in soil. They look leggy to me, but maybe that's how they start out. And they're also getting their second set of leaves, so yahoo. These plants too are the purple lady bok choy variety. I planted 10 of them and only 7 survive at this point. It looks like I'm gonna lose another 2, but that's okay because then I'll use those hydroponic areas to grow some of my tomatoes. So there you have it. This is my impromptu closet indoor garden. Once I fill up these stackable planters, I'm going to have to figure something else out because the unit will be too small to stay in here. But for now, the plants look amazing. They seem to be thriving, and I'm not having any issues with the lights or with any bugs. So I'm just going to leave them be. And finally, we have here my third mini pink petunia. I didn't transplant it because it looks a little small. It's only about half the size of my palm, so I want it to be a little bit bigger before I transplant it. Besides, I put accidentally a spinach seed in its place, so gonna give it a little more time here in this AeroGarden sprout. And that's it, guys. Thanks for checking out the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye bye.